if we have like two graphics, for example, if we talk about the writing test one, right? Writing test one, the graphic in this case, and we see that we have two graphics, right? With certain specific information. Let's say that this graphic has something like that, and the information is quite similar, or we have another graphic like this, and we have A and B, right? And this is the year 2000, and this is the year 2010, right? And we have the same information in both paragraphs. We're gonna have the introduction. Then we can do two things. We can have the information described here between these two, right? And just describe shortly the differences between the 2000. Just cut maybe one cut and just describe this, and compare.
Okay.
And then also in the same paragraph describe then, shortly also for 2010, one cut, describe and compare, We can do that. And that can be one case, all right? Because the information is actually very similar, we can do that. However, also, what we're gonna have to do, if we decide to describe these two, and compare between themselves, let's say that this is a little bit different, for example, just like that, right? We are going to have to describe very quickly, and don't try to abort too much in the description. Just only one, maybe, I would say also, maybe just one comparison between them. I mean, with no cuts, like that. Just have one full description and a comparison. Maybe two comparisons, and that's it. Why? Because then we need to have another paragraph in which we are going to compare this one with this one. Just because they have the same information, AB and AB, we are going to have established a comparison in the second developing paragraph about this, comparing graphics. Important. If the information is the same, we are going to have to make a comparison between the two paragraphs, and that we do it in a different paragraph. Is that clear?
Okay.
Now,
yeah.
Good. Now, another thing that is important to mention, so this is another way out that we can have for this kind of cases. This is one way to do it. It will require a lot of work. It will require push very hard on this. It will require us to try to write not that much here, and actually not that much here, so we just can equalize the information. Another aspect that we can check and we can see is if we have those two paragraphs of 2000 and 2010, what we can do is we have the introduction, which doesn't change, 3 steps on the introduction, and then we have the development, and then we have the summarization. What we can do basically here is straightforward, just compare them. Just make comparisons between both. And all we do is to compare both graphics. Compare graphics. Just to start comparing between them. A versus A, B versus B, in the different kind of periods that were similar or different. That were similar or different. This is another thing that we can do. Just go straight forward.
Like the simplest way. Go straight to comparing.
This will be like that. I mean, this will go straight to comparing.
Okay.
Because That can be, for that you need to have the similar information. You need you need that both
Yeah.
graphic have similar information. Now this is the safest to do,
Okay.
because all you have to do is just compare
Yeah.
both. However, if you like to mention more information and you like to give some details about what happened between this and this, and what happened between this and this, like in this case, this went higher than higher than A, right? And you like to make a notable, remarkable note about that, you can do
Yes.
like notably, comma, and then you describe that it was actually between the two graphic, this is the most significant aspect that we can mention here. That in this case, B surpassed the level of A, which did not occur in 2000, but it did occur in 2010. So that will be your notable, your remarkable note about what is different between, or what is the most significant aspect that happened in the paragraph. In the graphic. So I hope that is clear also. These are the variants that we will have, and these are the things that we have to check, okay? That's good.